live. Eat it, audience. I mean, don't eat it. Hi.
I
Welcome.
eat something, audience.
Eat
Hello,
it.
wonderful audience.
It's
Make
important
sure
to
you
We love
stay,
you and respect your
stay
time.
nourished, stay
Yeah.
hydrated. Eat something. Your skin and bones, audience.
Yeah, come on. Come on, have some more stuffing. Come on.
What is the link? How do I get there?
TotalPartyKill.live.
I thought it was dungeonbuddies.live.
It's.
No,
I think
that's a very
I think
different
you.
website.
I think we thought you were gonna register that, and I just went with the.
You said you did.
I definitely have that domain name. I do own it.
Just redirect
said-
it to
You said
TotalPartyKill.live.
you were
Job
going
done.
to redirect it.
That's
I love
that was
Total
the part
Party-
that we didn't do.
I love totalpartykill.live, but I think we should also do totalpartykilled.dead.
Wait, is there a .dead domain? Because
No, but there could
There
be.
should be.
there should be.
Really?
So
There's
that,
not a top.
There's a
about-
.jazz.
What about
When
dot
people
undead?
die.
dot horse?
I mean, that's
you know.
the same.
Ooh.
I don't know why you said there's a .jazz in the certain terms. Like if there's dead, clearly. Like if there's jazz,
jazz.
there's
Are you
dead.
saying Jazz is dead?
I'm just saying, like, in terms of concepts that we interact with on a day-to-day basis, I think more about death than I do about jazz.
Boy,
And also,
Well,
if
I'm
I
either doing
recall
something right
correctly-
or wrong. I'm not
If
sure.
I recall
Jane,
correctly,
Jane,
we
so goth.
voted the
Oh, that is true.
the jazz on Sports Corner quite poorly.
Yes,
Yeah.
that
Sure
is
did.
true. That is true.
Listeners, refer to unreleased bootleg
Bootlegs.
nonsense
Yes.
from some time ago in the
Yes.
past. I don't
Oh.
maintain a wiki.
Ah,
I don't
cross
know.
promotions.
Dungeonbuddies.live currently forwards to the incomparable.com/tpk/deathhouse. So I will change
Ah,
that to now
there you
go
go.
to totalpartykill.live.
Yeah, you could also just set it to theincomparable.com/live, which is also, that works too.
Oh, right, because that would be, was that a double forward?
No, because the TotalPartyKill.live is just an embed of the YouTube.
Gotcha.
Just imagine that they're like bouncing around like trampolines. Like, well, I
Bow,
typed
bow,
this
bow.
one novelty URL, and then I got sent to another novelty URL, and now I'm landing on,
So many
Why are
novelty
there
URLs.
now I
It's
don't
not-
know which way is up.
It's novelty URLs all the way down.
Jane, change your screen name.
Ah, yes.
I also own dungeonbunnies.live, which
Yep.
I don't. Yeah, so that'll I'll
It's
save
from
that.
the same episode. Yep.
Forwarded now, and then dungeonbuddy.live. What do I spend my money on?
Yeah,
This is
I-
ridiculous.
Michael,
Domain
what-
names,
what-
obviously.
Micah, what point is this a problem?
It was a problem the
I don't
moment
think
it
we're there
happened.
yet.
Yeah. Do you
Okay,
do you feel
look.
like you can't wake
Maybe
up in
there
the
was
morning
a-
unless you bought yourself a domain name?
Was there a volume sale? What was going
Do
on?
you find yourself
There's a
lying about your domain name buying habits?
It's okay. I only buy domain names like in a group
Socially?
the social set. Yeah.
I did notice that Elevore Landman had two N's,
Mhm.
and
Oh,
it
yeah.
made me very happy.
Thank you.
Oh, I feel much better about that now. I
I
didn't
still
know.
haven't come across the episode where that happened. So
Do you
Where that
remember the
happened.
context of that, Micah?
I think probably Tony. That's
it
all the
wasn't even
context you
during an
need.
episode. It was in pre-show banter, and I don't remember why.
Speaking of things you don't
Yeah, I
remember,
don't remember it
I
at
just
all.
noticed I left myself a note at some point in the Roll20 chat. I don't know what that means.
Dan,
Yeah.
DM, or Sil? What?
No
Or
clue.
Sil?
I cannot
Or
remember.
Sil?
Who is
Oh, right.
Sil?
I have no idea.
Sylvanus,
You-
the Green Man?
Do you
Sure.
have a spell that starts with Sil?
DM or Sil?
Yeah,
Sil.
to me- well, that's my initials, but it also means
Silence?
Dan Morin or
Silver. Silver?
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 And Lauren.
Hmm.
Boy.
Yeah, Dan, that is not helpful.
Nope.
Yeah.
Mm.
Better
Wow.
notes next time.
Ah,
I
wait,
just
no.
like- I just like-
I know what it is. Okay, I'm good.
Are you
I looked
gonna
at my
tell us?
No, because it's a surprise.
Oh my
Ah.
god.
It was
Alright,
something I was
Dan-
going to do
Dan
in
has-
game.
Dan has Da Vinci coded his own.
Oh, which ironically, Dan Morin has Dan Browned himself.
Oh my god.
I
Wait,
think I need
do
to
you know where the
retire now.
Declaration of Independence? Oh wait, no, that we
That
know
is
where
not.
that is.
That's not Dan Brown.
Eh,
know
might
where
as
that
well
Could
be.
have been.
Might as well be.
He may have ghostwritten that
You're
one.
right, that's not Dan Brown. That's Dan Morin.
I knew it.
Asks.
Dan Cage. All right.
Dan Cage. Oh no.
I think that's a guy in the original Mortal Kombat.
Johnny
All right.
Cage?
I don't really know what's going on, people. like just big picture?
In general, okay.
Men's
need to talk
basketball
about it?
coach
Oh.
of Vanderbilt University,
That's clearly what I meant.
Dan Cage.
Sure.
Mhm.
Sure.
If I
Uh,
recall correctly, we are in a cloud of poison smoke,
yeah,
but
that.
so is Baba
Baba
Lysaga
Lysaga.
And the
Owing
giant
to-
skull.
and the giant skull, owing to a Hail Mary by Broldish that
Hail
involves
Broldish.
teleportation.
Hell Halo.
Yeah.
Hold on,
Hail-
I just gotta check. Does
In
Cloud Kill
Halo's
require
name.
concentration? Requires concentration.
She took a lot of damage.
She took a lot of damage.
Yeah. How
Actually,
Oh
much?
yeah, I
she's still
have
okay.
those
Um,
bugs or bats or
Yeah, but-
whatever.
hands.
But
All right,
Hands are
things
like-
to resolve.
Ian or Sil?
The bugs of the body. Is that what you're
Yeah.
gonna say, Aline?
as opposed to the
Probably
bugs
Sil.
of the
Micah,
saddle.
spoiler, probably Sil.
Oh, okay, cool.
Gotcha.
Gotcha.
Okay, so I should do some concentration checks for Baba Lysaga for her
Mhm.
getting hit and thrown out of a thing.
And Broldish landed on top of her.
Yes,
I
and
think
did
I-
some more
yeah.
damage that way.
All right, so she's gonna need to make 3 Constitution saves. The question is simply, what is the DC of them, which I don't know. We easily know. It's what? It's
I
half
don't
the damage you
remember.
take.
Yeah, it's half. So okay, so it's either 10 or half the damage that you have taken, whichever is higher, I believe.
Do you think you did more than 20 damage with any of those individual things?
I don't think any of the individual ones did. Like,
all right.
Broldish is not a
Actually,
huge damage
that
dealer.
common. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll 3 flat DC.
I think
10
that's fair,
Constitution
yeah.
checks. One of those is low, but what's her modifier? Her modifier makes that a success.
Oh, bummer.
Okay, 3 successes. Though she is now in the cloud of smoke,
Yep.
so that's
That's up
there
to
are
her.
some-
That's
there are
a
choices.
judgment call for her.
Mm-hmm.
She
Yeah,
could drop the
um,
spell at any time
Hmm.
Can she drop it out of initiative order?
Anytime. Doesn't require an action.
Yep.
if it's concentration. Yeah.
Yep.
I swear,
it is
man,
making
I could
her
drop
harder
the
to
spell at
hit.
any time. I swear.
So I think she will maintain
Well,
it.
harder to hit
'Cause
for
literally
anybody
she could drop
besides
it-
the person who's sitting on top of her.
Yes, she could literally drop it, for example, right before her turn, right?
Yes.
Yep.
So that she doesn't inhale the smoke. But so right now, technically, right now, it is helping her because it's creating a smoke screen. It is bad for her when she starts her turn there and inhales poison. Right? Okay. All right. I think we've handled the logistical things. You all are there. 3 hands are in a house with the lean. Things are good. I feel like I'm not entirely sure what will happen in this 1 hour. I made a list of things that could happen, but I feel like I don't know what we'll get to. So this will probably be, I think, our kind of season finale in terms of release, but that does not affect our actual play schedule or anything like that, right?
Nothing affects our play schedule.
I
Nothing
think we
affects our
need to
play
make
schedule.
it last another week just for Jason's sake,
Oh,
because I know
God.
that he's
Tune
really
in next week
worried
for-
about.
Surprising
No, he's been-
conclusion.
He has asked me repeatedly, is this the one where they finally fight the person and win? And I'm like, yeah, totally.
Well, it's the one where we finally fight the person. It's the winning we're having trouble with.
All right,
Tomato,
we're gonna do the
tomato.
thing. High live stream. That you look at that. We started the stream on time and did all of our inane trying to figure out what things sound like on
Oh.
the stream. Well, we did 85% of it. I hope you enjoyed a peek behind the scenes at how bad we are at this. Just adjust my microphone so it is not blocking the camera, but is near my face. I sure someone walking across my apartment. Someone who lives there, not a guest. That's too scary, guys. Don't do
It
that.
is Barovia.
Welcome back to Total Party Kill. It's me, Tony Sindelar, your dungeon master. Tonight we are continuing the adventures of the Dog and Pony Show. That is right. We're in Barovia, mixing it up. Nothing but sunshine and rainbows and skeletons and death and decay and tragedy and despair. Not in equal measures. We are currently, our adventures are currently fighting with one Baba Lysaga, ruler owner operator of the drowned town of Berez. Lena Delina has recovered a glowing light sword, which is very helpful for killing things, but she hopes to use it to kill one Strahd von Zarovich. But first, you must escape Berez, and to do so, it seems like you got to go through Baba Lysaga, the ancient witch who owns this land and surveys it from her flying giant skull, except she's been recently knocked from that flying skull to the ground by a world. Well, that's a recap. Usually I do that after we introduce people, but I just there's a
It
lot
was
going
pretty
on.
exciting.
It was in my head, I said the words I wanted to say. Let's introduce people. Let us introduce people in initiative order because we are still in the middle of a fight. First up, it's Aline Sims.
Hello, I play Imra Soliana, the Wood Elf Ranger, and her amazing, beautiful dog, Androdite.
It's true. Next up, it's Dan Morin.
Hello, it is I, Castan Onatar's Crucible, a Warforged cleric of God Onatar.
Also joining us, it is Jane Ritt.
Hi, everyone. I play Lena Dulina, the human rogue.
And next up, it's Micah Sargent.
Yes, I play Elevor Landman, the half-elf druid, and Samus, his saber-toothed tiger friend.
And last but not least, unless you consider least in initiative order, it's Erica Ensign.
Yes, I play a Brildish, the dwarven paladin who jumped on Baba Lysaga. And usually I also play Brildish's Pony Cindelarnt, but Pony's dead right now. So hanging out
Dead.
back in the celestial plane,
Dead.
just chilling.
Dead is an extreme word. I think we prefer
Yeah.
not in this realm.
Not with us.
It's true.
Not with us.
He's in a better
So,
place.
Yeah, we
literally.
should all go there.
I had a lengthy conversation with a coworker who refers to people that have died as having transitioned, and I found that strange because
That
they would
word
repeatedly
means
talk about. Yeah, that word means different things. But as opposed to passed on or no longer with us, transitioned into the next stage of, well, not life, I guess, but into something.
I guess we'll never know.
Anyway, I thought that was weird. It's
It
like
is.
when,
Thanks for sharing.
yeah,
It is
Is
weird.
Is death not
you wanna-
a phase of life?
Does anyone want to hear more weird things that my coworkers do? We want to tap into
Yeah.
that, or we want to go.
No, I would
Sure.
want to play
You know,
this game.
Let's finish this fight. Then we can talk more.
You
weird
know what?
things.
Aline said yeah, so we're gonna get one more.
Oh,
No,
Aline.
You know what?
You're
I think
running the
it's
clock.
weird when women, and they tend to be in their late 40s, early 50s, and they refer to their girlfriends, but they don't mean that word the way other people mean that word. They
Mhm.
just mean friends that happen to be women. That's weird and confusing to me. I don't know. I don't like it. All right, I'm
That's
done.
not a
Common.
word I use.
Yeah.
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 Okay. Speaking of Aline, Imra, it's your turn. You are first. You are currently
Surrounded
in
by hands.
Baba Lyzaga's creeping hut, which is no longer as structurally sound as it was. Who ripped the gem out of it?
I did.
You
Yes.
did. You still have the kind of gem-like
heart.
magic seed that Baba Lysaga had stolen, presumably. I mean, maybe I don't know if she stole it or, bought it from a fence, but certainly had received stolen from the rightful owners, the Mardukov family winery on the western side of Barovia. You are currently in her usually animated creeping hut. And things are complicated. You tried to open a chest and a bunch of crawling claws jumped out at you. So these are disembodied, just the hands of a monster trying to kill you. There's 3 of them left. I believe someone killed 1 already. The hut itself is in a bit of a precarious situation because it de-animated while it was walking. And so it's not like it had firmly planted itself. So everything, I imagine, Imra is on a nice good 45-degree angle. And I'm not saying that your death is imminent, but probably don't get too attached to any of the structural features of this house because it may be about to fall over very quickly.
I
So
thought
it's
you
your
were going
turn.
to say structural features of your body, and
Also, don't get attached to those.
Yeah,
they're all attached.
you're attached.
So how close are all of these hands? Are they in?
Never a sentence you want to utter.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are they
Pretty close.
in-
They're jumping all over the furniture to get at you and clawing at you.
Okay. So they're like in battle axe or long sword
I would
range.
imagine they're basically.
Okay.
Yes. Oh yeah.
So I'm gonna move my hunter's mark to one of them, and I am going to. So I have Brildish's magic battle axe, and I have my long sword. And they both have the same modifiers. So I feel kind of sorry for the battle axe, and it's kind of heavy on my
It's
back.
not actually.
Anyway.
It weighs half as I just looked it up. It weighs half as much as a normal battle axe. So
Well then,
FYI.
okay, we're gonna have a conversation about me keeping this maybe.
I don't think we're
unless
going to
you
have a
plans for
conversation.
it.
I think you're going to keep it and Brildish is not going to notice.
I'm just gonna. It's mine now. Okay, so I'm gonna take the battle axe. I am going to attack the hand to which I moved my hunter's mark.
Okay.
That is a nat 20.
Heck yeah, it
Woo!
is.
Wow. Good start.
You
Good
chop a hand, and it's just like there's just a splash, a red splorch where it was. You're not sure even where it went. It's gone.
Okay. Seems like a waste of a nat 20, but
Well, I mean, I didn't bother having you roll damage because you rolled a nat 20. So
okay. Well, since I have 2 attacks, I'm going to. I can't move my hunter's mark again, right? I can only do that once.
Does it
It's
require an action, a bonus action or something?
It is.
I wouldn't worry about it for the creeping claws.
Yeah, probably
Okay.
not.
It
the
is a
answer.
bonus action. Yep.
Okay. Okay. Again with my battle axe. A 10
Again
to
with the
hit.
battle axe.
Again with the battle axe. Does a 10 hit?
What is the armor class of a claw? A 10 does not hit. Just a 10.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. Do I want to use inspiration? I don't. I feel like maybe they can't do a ton of damage. Okay, I'm not gonna re-roll it. I'm just gonna let it ride, and
All right.
that's my turn.
All right. Following Imra in the order is the creeping claws. They claw at you, Imra. I rolled very well. I have rolled a 22 and a 20. Not
Yeah.
critical.
They both hit.
All right, you get hit for 3 slashing damage from each of them, so that's 6 damage total.
Okay, I'm glad I didn't use my inspiration on that.
Crucible, you start your turn inside a zone of cloud killing. How's that going?
DM or Sim, DM or Sil.
It's coming. Patience.
Okay.
Let's see.
Whew.
When a creature starts its turn there, the creature must make a Constitution saving throw.
This would be a Constitution save against poison, I assume.
Yeah,
With which I have.
which I believe you have
Advantage.
advantage and take half damage or something.
Indeedy. So Constitution saving throw. Got an 11. Not great.
That's a save. Or wait, is it against her Baba Laga's?
Constitution
Probably.
saving throw. Yep. Whatever her
Because Baba
DC
Laga's
is.
spell save is much higher.
Yeah, my
Spell save 17.
my bonus on a con save is not great. It's only +2.
Yeah.
But
All
I
right,
but I
let's
also
see.
rolled a 1 on the other one, so that would have been worse. So I'll take.
But
how
you're
much
only going to
damage?
take. It would be 28
Holy
damage.
crap!
Oh boy.
All right, so I'll take that 14. I'm about.
Mhm.
I'm about bloodied. And so here's the question: is we assume she will probably get rid of the cloud kill on her own. What is our priority? Because I think I have a short-term option, which is I can potentially get rid of the cloud kill, or my long-term strategic option is kind of stop her from doing things going forward.
I think
And I-
taking her out is the priority.
Okay, so and Broldish, I
But-
feel like going toe-to-toe with her, you can probably take her. So here's what
Well, if she gets a hit in, like if I have to start my turn in this cloud, I don't know. Like I'm in bad shape right now, so
and I can't
I only have to-
see you.
Nope. You can hear me though, because I am just like laughing and screaming and yelling Hela's name over and over again. So like you have a pretty good idea of where Baba Lysaga and
Yeah,
I are. I
That
will say
might be about to change.
Well, actually, healing word one creature who can hear you, or
Let's
do you need
see.
line of sight?
I'm
I think
checking.
I'm afraid it's sight, but we should double check that. just
Creature
to
of
be
choice you
sure.
can see. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
So yeah, so I mean, just do whatever you think is right. Don't worry about healing me. I can heal myself. I probably won't, but I can.
Yeah, I'm just trying.
I feel like after that last turn, there's no way Brildish is going to.
All right, so I'll run down
Oh,
these.
yeah.
I'll run down the
Yeah.
options. DM, dispel magic. I can attempt to dispel the cloud kill. There's no guarantee it will work because it's above a 3rd level spell. I'll have to roll and I'll have to beat like I can't remember what
If
the
her
DC
spell
is.
save is 17.
I don't think I have to
Yeah.
roll against her spell save. It has to do with the level of the spell.
It's a 5th level spell.
So I would have to beat a 15, which is challenging.
Yeah.
Not impossible,
Okay.
but challenging.
I
Second
mean,
option.
do folks have inspiration to give him?
The other option, just FYI,
Yeah.
is silence,
my
which will
inspiration.
stop her from casting further spells.
Oh, do
Which-
that one.
Yeah, I think
Do
is
that one.
more of an issue.
Silence
because
is
that's
on a
long term.
person or an area.
It is an area. It will also mean I cannot hear Bruldish, and but I think toe to toe with no spells, you can beat her.
That's a lot better.
That's yeah.
Yeah.
mhm.
All right, silence it is. That's a 20-foot radius sphere that I'm going to drop on Baba Lysaga.
And that just happens.
That just happens.
And you don't even need to be able to see her so much
Nope.
as you're dropping it
I'm putting it
in the middle of
spot.
the cloud.
I could put
Right
it
over
literally
there.
on myself, and it would cover her because it's 20 feet radius.
All right. Well, I mean, you can see shadowy silhouettes of Baba Lysaga and Braldish, tussling in the cloud.
Yeah. So I will drop that basically, let's say more or less.
Is it the same as the green circle on the map?
I would probably put myself outside of it. No.
Okay.
Let's say, no, not there. Is that too close to the edge though? Should I just put her in the middle? Nobody else cares except for me, right? I'm the only other spellcaster here.
Yeah, you can just walk out.
Yeah, you could drop it and then move.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. All right. Sorry, I don't want to drop
Where
it.
do you want it?
Just put it right over. Put it centered on Baba Lysaga.
All right.
Get rid of this. Okay, and then I will use my...
Giant circles on a map. It's everybody's least
We've got
favorite part
so
of
many
Dungeons and
circles.
Dragons. What if we took a fantasy tabletop role-playing game and put a spirograph in it? It's the best.
Ooh,
Ooh,
Actually, sounds
yeah,
pretty great.
that sounds great.
I am in.
All right, I'm gonna back out. Of...
I never had a spirograph when I was a kid.
So cool.
I'm gonna
I
back
didn't
out of
either.
a cloud
I
kill
didn't.
to avoid taking further damage, and I think that's probably my turn because I don't
gonna
think I have a good bonus.
Delete
action.
these dead flies to make the map easier. All right. Crucible, you have escaped the cloud kill. Lena Delina, I have bad news for you. You are inside the cloud kill. Make a
Ooh.
saving throw.
17.
17 is a success. You take half of 29 damage, which is 14 damage.
Nice.
It's always great when you succeed and still take damage. Really
I
puts
know.
the whole notion of success into a relative framework there, right?
Mhm.
Better than double that. So I will
Yep.
I will accept it.
All right. What do you want to do? You are just on the edge of this horrible cloud. Baba Lyzaga's hut is frozen in place not too far from you. You know that Baba Lyzaga herself is in the middle of the cloud, as is
Right.
presumably Praldish.
Um
An
I think-
empty giant skull still kind of hangs in the air above the cloud.
So I think I'm probably going to shout, Broldish, are you okay? And then realize that
Silence.
that silence has fallen.
Silence is falling.
I wonder, so how high is the giant skull?
I think it was pretty high up. I think it was about 20 feet up. Does
Okay,
that sound right?
so
I think that's
Erica?
about right. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's.
Okay.
I think that's what you.
So-
Because I
determined
think it
for
was
falling
theoretically
damage.
above
yeah,
the cloud kill.
so unlikely that she's going to be able to launch her way up
Yeah, it would be
there.
hard to do a standing jump up to it.
Okay, then she is going to back out of the cloud kill because I do not wish to continue taking that ongoing damage.
Understandable.
and I am going to ready an action that if I see Baba Lysaga and she is taking a hostile action against someone, I would like to attack her.
Okay. And what kind of range attack or a
Yeah, with my
crossbow?
crossbow.
Got it. All right. Elevor, you and Androdite are still in the wreckage of the church next to where all this battle is taking place. You see the giant cloud of poisonous gas that has taken over a good amount of the bog here, and some of it's drifting into the church. I have no idea what you're going to do. What do you think you're going to do?
So I can choose a point I can see beneath my cloud of what is it? It's not altocumulus, cumulonimbus cloud that I've created here.
A lot of cloud action happening today.
And so I think what I want to do is basically
Zap the skull.
where I saw Broldish go
No.
like, so Broldish attacked, you sort of like went into the air and then
They fought
dropped.
in the giant skull. Yeah.
Yeah, fought in the giant skull, and then presumably Elevor would guess that then Baba Lysaga fell down.
That's where
And
things
so-
tend to fall. Yes.
And then
You're
Brildish landed
correct.
on top of her.
Yep.
Yes. Broldish is on top of
I am
her.
literally on top of her, so if you strike her with lightning, I will get hit.
Cruddy crumbs.
There's a giant skull there. You could attack the
Is
skull.
Does it have health though? I don't know. Did we find that out?
Her
also,
hut
also
certainly
it
did.
could be our skull, is all I'm saying.
The skull has not done anything.
Okay, Elevor
malevolent.
will.
It might be backing her up somehow that we don't know.
Yeah.
They might have
The
a
gang
bond.
gets a hover car.
Elevor
Cover
will
skull.
ready his action. Should he see the Baba Lysaga without a Broldish atop her, at that point he will immediately call lightning onto her dome.
I love it.
Nice.
And by her dome, I mean her head and not the dome that is the skull that she rides in.
All right. Samus, the saber-tooth tiger, you are next. Samus, you start your turn in the cloud, which is not good for you. So Samus, make a Constitution saving throw.
Samus will make a Constitution saving throw. We will do Oh no, that's not great. An 8.
Oh.
Oh, Samus kind of panics in the cloud. Samus takes 28 poison damage.
28. Okay, well, Samus is down.
Wait,
and
Samus
that's-
isn't in the cloud?
Oh, is
Yeah.
the green the cloud or is the purple
Yeah.
the cloud?
The green is.
Green's the cloud.
Then Samus isn't in the cloud, right?
Samus is, part. Is this like
Where's the center?
Can we
5,
do an
10,
odds
15?
roll, Tony?
Here's what we're gonna do. Samus
5,
has
10, 15.
advantage.
Oh, maybe Samus is.
Yes. Okay. All right. Here we go.
Roll
Samus
damage.
is only partially in the cloud.
Please, please, please.
Just the
How about
breathing part.
18?
That's
18
better.
is a success. Unfortunately, Samus still takes 14 damage on a success.
I will
Yeah,
take
that was a
14
real
damage on
Hobson's
the
choice there.
success.
Yep.
All right. Samus is not down, but Samus is yowling.
Samus is yelling. All right, Samus, what will you do? Samus knows that Baba Lysaga is somewhere in that cloud. There's also places that are not filled with poison gas. Literally, if Samus backed up 3 feet.
And that's what Samus is going to do.
All right.
Hey, buddy.
Baba Lysaga is next. Now, let me ask you a question. Dan, is ending a spell require verbal components?
Nope.
Mm-mm.
You can just
You
stop
just have to stop
concentrating on
concentrating.
it.
So let me just check here. What does Baba Lysaga want to do?
Breathe deep of the poison.
Yep.
Just really suck that in.
Big old gasp.
Yum, 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 yum.
I mean, technically,
I
I feel like
think-
Broldish probably knocked the wind out of her, so the first thing she's going to do is probably breathe, right?
I think Baba Lysaga ends the spell before her turn.
Well, a lot
So,
of things
Baba-
happen before
So the cloud
as soon as that happens.
dissipates and several things trigger. So Lena Delina fires a crossbow bolt. Elivor, did you have something ready?
No, because that would hit me too.
Oh.
Correct. Yeah, Elivor's is conditional.
Lena, fire a crossbow bolt. I think you have disadvantage because Baba Luzaga is on the ground with a a relatively sturdy human shield, or sorry, dwarven shield atop her.
A dwarven shield carrying a
I
shield.
believe the
Yeah.
exact phrasing of it was, and looks like she's about to take a hostile action.
Yeah.
Does she look like she's about to take a hostile
Yeah,
action?
she looks. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
She's
Yeah.
looking
Then-
a little
You can tell,
hostile.
You can tell. You can look at her eyes; they're all hostile.
Yeah, she's got a lot of hostility there.
More of a
Um,
more hostile.
She is
than
not
a
waving a
cheap-
white flag. She is-
Cheap in on the. You stand as a youth never.
Oh, that's a 10.
All right, your crossbow bolt hits the ground somewhere near Baba Luzaga.
It
did
probably
anyone
like
else have-
glances off of Broldish's armor.
Yeah. Did anyone else have anything that would have triggered? All right. So Baba Luzaga is underneath Broldish, and she does not like that.
Brolish does.
Is this going to be like an opposing strength?
Yeah. What
Get
is
off
this going
of
to
me.
be?
I mean, we were
she could just
grappled and then we
attack you,
fell.
right?
I know,
Yeah.
she certainly could. Yes, you can attack when you're.
I think she's just going to attack you from the ground
Okay.
with disadvantage. And let's see how that goes. So Baba Zaga is holding a kind of an old, gnarled wooden stick that she was using to cast her various spells. Now it simply serves as a quarterstaff. Baba Zaga tries to mumble a series of spells, but I think they all have verbal components, so nothing happens there. So you're going to get hit with a flurry of quarterstaff attacks. Broldish. So I'm going to roll these
Silent.
with disadvantage.
Quarterstaff attacks.
With disadvantage, an 11 does not sound very
Uh-uh.
likely to hit you. A
Nope.
23 sounds pretty
With
good.
disadvantage.
And an 11 again. I
Okay,
rolled
well,
a 17 and a 15, and she has +8.
Wow.
Oh, that's a buff old lady.
It's a buff old lady. So you get whacked in the ribs for 8 bludgeoning damage by the stick.
that ain't great. Still
Yeah.
up
How are you looking?
though. 16 hit points.
All right.
All right. I think Baba Saga likes her odds for now. Broldish, your turn.
Okay. Yeah. If I was playing any other character, I would absolutely heal myself. But after that epic last turn and falling out of
I
a
got you covered.
skull, like there's no way Broldish is going to stop and do anything else, but just basically stand over Baba Lazaga and just take 2 ginormous whacks at her with her sacred axe. Had we determined at all if radiant damage did any additional extra damage to her like it does to undead, or no?
Baba Saga does not appear to be undead, just ancient.
Just really, really old. Okay.
Yeah, I have some art of Baba Lazaga. I don't know if I've shared with you that now that you're like real
close and
real
personal.
Up
close.
close, yeah.
Yeah. I'm really bad at navigating the thing here.
My health is also getting low.
All right. I can either heal a bunch of people for a little bit or like one person for a lot.
Do
A lot of it.
Broldish.
Yeah, do Broldish for a lot.
Mhm. Agreed.
All right.
I can't find it.
We'll never know what she looks like. All I know about Baba Lasagna is she hates Mondays.
There you go.
So silly.
That came up.
Nope. Oh, there it is.
Yep.
Ah!
Whoa.
Oh, that's a hairdo.
Wow. No, we had
Wow.
not seen that. I would have
Oh.
remembered.
Yeah,
It
I
would have
don't
haunted
like
my
that.
nightmares.
Are you
So-
sure she's not a
Here's-
dragon?
Here's
so
her
she's
hut.
kind of like
Her hut's
We saw the hut.
ghastly
pretty cute, though.
green,
The hut's cute.
I like the hut.
really
Angular
stringy looking.
features.
Yeah,
Her,
angular
her
features.
fingers are long.
A little
Her
like,
ears and her chin are pointy.
yeah.
and her
Yeah,
hair.
she's got a lot of
And her
points.
hair.
Is
She
she
has
an
like
elf?
triangle
They're not good
hair.
points, Tony.
She's got
No.
what I would call a pointy skull.
You
She's
know,
a
Baba
gift.
Lazaga
She's
makes
like
a
a
lot of
bonehead.
good points.
Mm-mm.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I get
Well,
it.
we'll see how that goes.
I didn't like it, but I got it.
Thank
I'd
you.
like
Oh
to
my
return it.
yes, yes, please. All right, I am.
All right.
Brildish is before I attack, I am going to use my last second level spell slot, and as a bonus action, I'm going to cast Magic Weapon on my Sacred Axe.
Does that require a
Mm.
verbal component?
Oh, actually, it might.
Probably.
It does. Okay, so I can't do that.
Almost all spells do, unfortunately.
That's right.
Sorry.
You know what? Brildish is going to try to do it because she doesn't know the difference, and it just doesn't work, which is fine. So Brildish is going to attack. I still do have advantage on my attacks against her because my vow of enmity is still in place. So I'm just gonna try to smack at her with my
Are
sacred axe.
you on the ground or are you standing up at this point?
I'm standing up.
Okay.
Like I that's I use my movement to stand up over her so
Okay.
that I can smack
Yeah.
at her.
Does anyone remember why I have the symbol of her shouting?
I think that's my vow of enmity, maybe.
She's got a headache.
Okay.
I'm
It's-
honestly not sure. I don't remember.
Potentially, no one did something that did ongoing psychic damage, right?
Not that I
Ew.
remember.
All right,
No.
we're good.
Just that one pun that you did.
Oh God, true.
But that was, like,
some
damaging to
major
us more
psychic
than her.
damage.
Yeah. All right. Well, that wasn't
You guys
great,
have
but
high hit points.
I got a 17 to hit her.
A
Let's do it.
17 will hit her when she is not inside a giant skull that provides.
Good.
with
All right.
cover.
It's silvered, if that makes any difference.
She's not a werewolf.
Okay. Well, just checking.
Yet.
Are
She
you
could
sure?
be, Yeah.
Not undead, not a werewolf, not a dragon. We're slowly
an
narrowing
angel?
down.
Don't care though
She is just
because
an ancient old lady whose age is perhaps probably extended through some unseemly methods.
And good evening.
well, Brildish also has a thing called Divine Smite. So when I hit with a melee weapon attack, I can expend one spell slot. I'm just expending the slot. I'm not actually casting a spell to deal an extra 2d8 radiant damage to the target. So I'm
This
going to
is
do
bad
that.
for the target.
Nice.
Target
So-
loves it.
So first regular boring old damagey damage is 10 slashing damage.
10 slashing damage.
Yep.
That is not
And-
good.
Then we've got some radiant damage coming at her. That is going to be and since I can't use my magical weapon spell because it's second level, I'm going to use that spell slot so that I actually will get another d8 of radiant damage. So that is 18 radiant damage.
Wow.
That's didn't like that.
Mhm.
All right, 18 radiant damage.
And that's my first attack.
Mm.
And then my second attack, I still have advantage. That's way higher than what I just hit her with. So I am going to do my regular slashing damage. That is 8 slashing damage. And
Okay.
it just says when you hit with a melee weapon attack, you can expend one spell slot. Guess what? I've got some first level spell slots left. So I'm going to expend one of my first level spell slots and do, it's not as great a roll, 9 more radiant damage to her.
Oh, you pummel Baba Lysaga over and over with axe blow after axe blow. And with your last one, you basically cut her in half. With a
Hela be
glowing,
praised!
Nice.
glowing a strike of light. Baba Lysaga's two halves hit the floor, the ground of the boggy swamp, and where they fall, several swarms of rats take their place.
Okay. Ugh, gross.
So was she made of rats all along?
Pointy rats.
I'm rolling initiative. For
Those were the rats we made along the way.
Isn't there something maybe like in a Stephen King book where someone's made of rats?
Yeah, that sounds
Trying to
right.
That
remember.
does sound kind of
I think that's
But
called.
Elivor,
Rat
now
King.
it's your time to shine.
Yeah, the rats. I think is what that book is called.
Yeah.
All right. Brothers, anything else?
I don't like the idea of getting hit by rats. They're just like I think basically what's going to happen
Who
is
does?
I used what is it, half of your movement to stand up. So I'm just like basically stomping around with my arms in the air, and I'm just gonna walk away from these rats because I'm just really
All
excited.
right, we'll say
so...
that none of the rats were actively engaged with you.
Okay, so I mean, if they want to take a swipe at me, they can, but I'm just like, woo! Except you can't hear me, but you can see like Burlish's mouth is wide open.
Yeah.
Crucible's like waving you over.
And
Okay,
she's
I'll
just,
head
she's
over
just
to
pointing and like,
All right. Meanwhile, back in Baba Lazaga's creeping hut, Imra, it's you and 2 hands. I mean, your 2 hands plus 2 additional hands.
4 hands. 4 hands are better than 2.
Somebody give Imra a hand.
No, please, someone take 2 hands
She's got
away.
plenty.
All right. So I'm doing the same thing. I'm tired of these hands in this tree, and I'm going to take another swipe with the battle axe.
All right.
That is an 11.
An 11 does not hit a hand.
Yeah. All right. So my second attack. That's better. 16.
16 hits a hand. Roll damage.
Okay. And move my hunter's mark too.
Okay.
So that is a 9 plus my d6 for my hunter's mark.
You
is another
slay a
3,
hand.
so 12. Okay.
All right. You kill a hand.
All
One
right.
hand remains. Anything else, Imra? Oh, no.
The cable came out of my headphones.
Oh.
So I think that is my turn.
All right. The single hand in the hut is left. It will try and punch you in the face, Imra. It has rolled an 18.
Jeez. Yep, that hits.
Wow. Ow. I actually got myself pretty good there.
Only
So,
demonstrating what the
3
hand
bludgeoning
does.
damage.
Okay.
Crucible, you are outside the zone of silence. There's no more cloud kill.
Yes.
It's just,
I will
you know-
dispel the zone of silence as my first action, which is
Mhm.
not an action. Just
Oh no, the rats can cast spells.
Oh, put it back, put it back. Oh, now I can hear the rats. I don't like that.
Chitter,
that's
chitter,
a
chitter.
mistake.
All of a sudden, you just hear, "Lord be praised." Hey, listen.
Crucible will stride over next to Brildish and give you a. Let's do a cure wounds. And
You want to be next to Broldish and not immediately next to rats? Because right now you're immediately next to rats.
I was trying to insulate her a little bit, but
Okay.
Appreciated.
I just told it to cast it through level. There we go. 8. Oh boy. Okay. 11. 19 hit points back.
Wow.
Woo. Thank you. I am
Uh,
almost at half.
Yeah, that was roughly the goal. That's not right. Hold on. Yes, it is. Okay. All right, and I think that's all I get to do, unless anybody else needs a little bit of healing. Oh, I can't do that. Can't do it. It's another spell. So yeah,
Oh, yeah,
I'm
'cause
here
it's not
to.
a cantrip.
I'll stand in between Broldish and the rats while she sort of gets back to her feet.
All right. The rats converge on Crucible as you are the most obvious target here. Well, they're not that threatening. They're rats. There's a decent number of them. It may take you an embarrassingly long amount of time to kill them all. The rats are all going to converge on you, Crucible. They swarm you. That's what they do. They're a swarm of rats. I have rolled a critical, an 11 and a 13.
The critical hits. That's it.
You will take dice.
Take these dice.
Take
This
my
could be
dice,
worse.
please.
A little dicey.
That's a lot. It's like
Ouch. Wow, I rolled really well. 21 piercing damage.
From rats.
Yeah.
They're Barovian rats.
Yeah.
I don't want to.
One of the rats found like a gap in your armor, and they're just in there tearing stuff out, Crucible.
He's
That's
like
like
a
a
doodle.
I don't like the phrase "in."
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
like that.
Anybody else?
Yeah.
Anybody else watch Doom Patrol? There is a very similar scene to that, to this in that, where there's a rat.
And it's
in a
kind of like that
robot.
episode, The Mandalorian, where the child is in the crawl space, But in this situation, it's a delightful rat tearing apart your tendons.
And I am the crawl space.
So-
I don't want to alarm
yeah, you are the
anybody,
crawl space.
but I have 4 hit points.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
No.
Remember that time rats killed Crucible? Good times. Remember the time you
Yeah.
defeated the
Eat
biggest,
it.
baddest boss you had fought all game?
Yeah.
You know what I say to
Rats
this,
ate
Tony?
Crucible?
When I suck it, Revenant.
Oh.
Never found me. The rats got me.
Dan, one of the rats looks at you with a glint in its eye.
Oh, son of a. Cool.
All right. Lena Delina. Curry favor with the rats.
Lena, would you kindly kill these rats?
Will do. So it's gonna be 1, 2.
A reminder, swarms take half damage from bludgeoning, piercing, or slashing attacks.
Okay, well,
Which is to say, most of the things Lena is capable of doing.
but now she does radiant. So let's stab a rat.
Great game show.
Yeah, you're just using a lightsaber to murder rats.
Oh, that's only a 9.
I think I saw that in a Clone Wars episode.
A 9 does not hit
Okay.
a swarm of rats.
I'll take
Rats scurry.
my other one, which isn't magical, sadly. That's a 10. So I think what's
10
happening.
is the armor class of a swarm of rats.
Oh my god.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
That's good. All right, that's 6 damage.
All right, you have
Is
done
it
a
still-
significant blow.
Is it still up?
Oh yeah,
Sneak attack.
yeah. You would say, okay.
16 additional
sorry.
rat damage.
That was 6 plus 16. What kind of damage was it though?
Just normal damage.
Is
Slashing.
it bludgeoning, piercing, or slashing?
It is slashing
So both types are slashing.
Yes.
So math is
because I
hard.
basically took one attack with my cool sword, missed terribly, then offhand did a stab, successful, but just normal mundane damage.
All right.
Sneak attack though.
You have killed about half the rats of the swarm, but not fully half.
So basically, I like did a swipe with the sword, so they were all distracted, and then I just got my sword
That's
around
like
in there.
skewered several of them.
Like
yeah.
a shish
You just-
kebab on a rat.
Yeah,
Oh.
Put them right over the fire. Cook up some rat for dinner.
yeah.
Guys,
Well, my
don't
other
eat
sword
rats.
like is fire, so I'm just
Yeah.
you know.
Oh,
Yeah.
they're cooking
My
as
other
they
sword
go.
is fire.
Yeah.
Great bumper sticker for your pony.
We don't have a pony.
Um,
Oh God, don't.
Oh.
We have to put a new bumper sticker on every time Broldish resummons Pony. Sorry, after the 6th time, I'm picturing Pony just rolling its eyes every time it gets
so
summoned.
we're clear.
Yeah.
The gift shops at Barovia are terrible.
So
There
so
are
what was-
gift shops?
Well, Blinsky.
Yeah. So what would the bumper stickers be? I'm thinking my cleric is an honor student.
My vampire
Um,
ate your honor student.
proud blood donor.
Yeah.
Go
you know.
Barovia bats.
Or just one
Yeah.
of those like little like family sticker sets, but
Oh,
it's
those
just
would be
like
really cute.
the party, and then there are like a million pets
Yeah.
stickers.
Oh
I
my
like
God,
to
I
make
really
It
those.
just
want that
wraps
now.
all the way around the horse.
Oh, that would be such a
proud
cool.
proud dungeon buddy.
I'm gonna cry. That's so cute.
on
Someone
board.
will make that in stick figure form by next time. Elevor.
Is Crucible a construct?
Yeah, technically, but not for all purposes.
He's a construct and a creature.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm not immune
Um,
to whatever you're thinking.
Lightning.
Well, I had this moment of
No.
like Crucible like sacrifices himself, holds his hand up in the air.
To kill rats?
Just a lightning rod.
On the
just-
contrary,
Guys, this is
was-
one of those situations where you better come up with a good cover story by the time you make it back to town.
Elevor, I think there have been previous points in this campaign where you have become a rat and talked to other rats.
That is also true. But are these rats aren't that hard? I don't
And they
know.
came out of Babalas.
Yeah, these are guys.
they're
These
probably-
are,
yucky
I just want to be
icky
real
rats.
clear. These bad rats.
Oh, okay.
What are you thinking?
I think So remind me again. I know I always ask this, and Erica always answers it, and then I always forget. Concentration is keeping my cloud in the sky for doing lightning tricks. What can I do?
Could cast
While...
another spell as long as it doesn't require concentration.
Gotcha. Okay. So
yeah,
See,
burn,
so
so you could like do your flame thing and throw some fire at them, or
yeah, because my original plan was to heal Crucible using
that would also be good.
a healing spirit. But that requires concentration, so I
Ooh,
would
yeah.
have to get rid of my lightning storm, and I don't want to do that.
Well, she's lightning the
It
rats.
might be early, yeah.
So yeah, let me just go ahead and I can't do Flame Blade because that requires concentration. But I can.
I mean, if you just get over there, you can just chuck a flame at him.
Oh yeah, because I can move while still concentrating.
Mhm.
Dungeons and
even
Dragons, the
stay
fantasy world
inside.
where you can walk places.
Oh,
And
wait.
Stay
chew
inside the
gum.
church.
Why did I think Speak with Animals required concentration? I don't know, but it doesn't. So Elevor is going to move to the edge of the church, since you said it's all broken down and gross.
Yep.
And then, well, you didn't say gross, but I said it. And then you sort of hear the chatter, the chitter chatter, pitter patter of rats. And it kind of, yeah, you see just, it's not actually there, but there's sort of just this magical aura around Elevor's face that sort of makes him take on this rodent shape as he starts to chitter chirp at the
Radivor.
rats.
Yeah.
Yes, and then Radivor's voice calls out to say, my friends, my ratty companions, why ever are you attacking these wonderful people?
Do you want to give me a persuasion check in there?
I
or
would
something?
love to give you a persuasion check, Tony. And we're going to go for one of these here. A 17.
All right. The rats kind of chitter back to you, Elevor, in a kind of a chorus that is unusual for rats, based on your experience. But they chitter back to you. These people have killed our mother. They must pay. They must pay. They must pay.
Okay, Elevor will say,
Rats.
your mother, you say, but isn't it time that you go out into the world on your own? Are you not adult rats? I do not see tiny creatures before me. I see large, honorable creatures.
Silence, interlopers! Silence, says the many rats.
And Elevor looks to his people and says, yeah, that's not going to work.
They're
And
terrible rats.
they're the ones that don't listen whenever I talk to them.
They literally were inside Baba Lysaga.
Yeah.
I mean, well, actually, I guess they were magically or figuratively inside her, not literally inside her. But I don't know. I'm not a biologist.
I gave it the old college try.
Yep.
And now it's Samus's turn.
All
Kitties
right.
like chasing rats.
Yes, exactly. Samus rushes forward.
God, this is gonna be a murder. Just watching
Yay!
a giant cat eat like a cloud of rats.
And
I'll remind you that the AC of a swarm of rats is 10, but you do have damage on if it's blood piercing or slashing, which I think is Samus's only options.
yeah, piercing, yeah, slashing. Okay, so definitely a 24 will hit. So let's do. And we decided before that a swarm, I can't get that extra move on, because they can't be knocked prone.
Yeah.
Oh, 2 1s? Are you serious? All
Wow.
right, 7 damage on this swarm of rats that is sort of
Okay.
diagonally directly in front of
3
Samus.
damage on a swarm of rats as Samus picks some of the best rats and eats them. Anything else? Does Samus have multi-attack, or it's the knock prone? Sorry, we
Yeah.
have this conversation a lot.
Yeah,
I'm bad at remembering everything.
just as in knock prone.
Broldish, good news. You're not dead.
I feel like Crucible sort of, healing me sort of snapped me out of it. So I feel like this would be one of the rare times where Broldish would actually turn around and heal Crucible right back after seeing him get just like totally nabbed by all those rats.
You guys should just take turns healing each other and not dealing with the rats. Yeah.
It's all right. I got some stuff for the rats. I got some stuff for the rats.
And I mean, I mostly do slashing damage, which isn't like super helpful against them. So yeah, so I'm gonna do a cure wounds, and I only have it at first level. So that is, what is my spell casting modifier? Is that the same as the spell attack bonus?
No, it's whatever. What's your spellcasting ability? Wisdom.
I think is it wisdom or is it charisma?
You're a paladin. I can't remember if they do charisma or wisdom. I think it's charisma.
I very rarely cast spells, so it's hard to remember. But I think it is charisma. So
should tell you on your sheet somewhere.
Hello, future me.
Hi, Arca.
Oh, that's creepy. Okay, yes, there it is. It's charisma. So that is 9. You get 9 hit points back.
I'll take it. Thank you.
And then I will like brandish my axe at these rats and like shout at them and try to like kick at them.
Go away in Hela's name.
Yeah, I can't actually do any damage, but
yeah, but you'll try and get some attention from the rats.
Exactly.
All right.
That is it.
All right.
Never mind.
Imra, you are still in a house fighting one hand.
Yep, and I am
single-handedly
very angry at the single hand. I am going to whack at it with my battle axe after I move my hunter's mark. That's a 21.
You murder a hand.
That's the sound of one hand fighting.
Thank goodness. All right, so then I would like to, if the DM allows, go check out that chest again and see if there's anything else. Are there more hands?
No, inside the chest is several things that are not hands.
Nice.
No. Dan, I like how you think. But let's see here. No, it's got good stuff in it.
Okay.
I just got to find the description of it.
A magical battle axe.
I'm going to paste some of this. No, I don't think so. Nope. Inside the chest of stuff, and let's just say that you kind of like take a second to like pile this into your bag.
Okay.
Imra, there is, and I'll paste these into the chat, and somebody can paste them into the adventure journal. 1,300 gold pieces, each of them with a smiling Baron Strahd von Zarovich.
Creepy,
Sorry,
spooky
Count
money.
Strahd von Zarovich. A vial of something.
Where's a cat to taste these when you need it?
Thomas.
Oh, darn it. Not that
2
cat.
spell scrolls.
Oh.
A pouch containing, I'll just tell you, these are +1 sling bullets. I don't know.
Do we want to open the pouch? Let's make this decision as a group.
There's some pan pipes and like a nice shiny stone.
Oh, a shiny stone.
Don't. Normally, this is where Elevor would be like, wait, is it like an orb? But he's learned his lesson.
So you have, I'm just going to say, Imra, you have shoveled these things into your one of your satchels. And some of these things it's obvious what they are, like a gold piece. Some of them are unclear what they are, and you might need to spend some time studying them outside of battle, possibly with some help of your friends. So you've done that. You've killed a hand. What do you want to do now?
Play the panpipe.
If I look around, is there anything else in this formerly creeping hut that I should pay attention to?
The hut is pretty trashed at this point.
Okay.
From the there's a giant hole in the floor that tried to eat you. There is a crib that used to have the illusion of a baby Strahd in it. There is a bunch of furniture that is kind of not doing so great. It's still bolted to the various floors and ceilings and walls, but it did not intend for the hut to be tilted at this 45-degree angle. There is still, a slender wardrobe.
Son of a! I thought we
Why
got
did
rid
you
of that.
say it like that?
Yeah, no, you feel like, there's still, and there's that big iron tub stained with ketchup. But you feel like your work here is done.
Okay, so in that case, I'm going to move out of the hut and toward the rats, and that'll be my turn.
All right.
Is that
We had freed both cages full of birds, right?
No,
You
one
did.
of them.
No, one is still. I thought
Still-
one was still.
Yeah, one was opened, the other one was not, because you moved
Yeah.
away and decided to do other stuff. So we still have some birds to free.
Okay.
point of order, Tony? Is that tomato ketchup or tomato ketchup?
Unclear. You'll have to study
Is
it
it
closer.
ketchup or catsup?
Oh God.
All right. Aragal starts jogging back in your direction. He is covered in zombie guts and snake guts, equal quantities. Hello, he says. Crucible, it's your turn.
Crucible, he bows his head in prayer, and he just starts glowing. And
And then you just roll around other rats.
says something, a prayer, and burning radiance erupts from him. So all of those rats must succeed on a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Fun.
DC 14.
Just check the constitution of a collection of rats.
What is a
Not
collection
great.
of rats called?
Well, in this case, it's called a swarm.
Swarm.
A
Yeah.
group
Yeah.
of
All
rats.
right. So I'm gonna do.
a mischief.
There's 3 swarms of rats. 2 of them have been. One's been injured. One's been had one rat eaten, and one is hale and hearty. So hale and hearty rats first. They have rolled a critical success.
I
These are
don't
your
like
good-
that.
It's
These
the
are your good
worst.
rats.
I don't like
These are the
any
kind of
these
rats. These are top of the
Top
barrel
rats.
rats. The badly injured rats that Lena has skewered many of. They have rolled incredibly poorly. And medium rats.
That's
Medium
the
rats
Lena
have-
guarantee.
Medium rats have also done poorly. So Dan,
Great.
2 of the rats swarms fail. One swarm of rats just continues to climb further up the rat race.
That must have been the ones I talked to. Those
Well,
really good rats that are really
one-
bad rats.
1, 5, and 1,
These are what you
1 on
call
those
face rats. When
2d6.
these are the rats that speak for the other rats. Yeah.
So great news. 6 radiant damage to all the rats that failed their saves.
All right. Well, it's
kind of was
not,
looking for that to be more impressive.
I was hoping so too.
At least it's not nerfed in any way, right? Because they're not. It's not
No, it's
bludgeoning,
just- it's
slashing,
radiance.
etc. One of these swarms
Uh,
at this point, half a swarm, which will be slightly less effective when it tries to murder you.
Murder
Mm,
rats, like murder hornets.
Remember, Dan, when you were like, "Don't worry, I'm going to kill all the rats on my turn."
Nope.
And you
I
didn't
said,
kill
don't
the
worry, I
rats?
got something for the rats. I gave them
Said he
something. It
had
just wasn't
something.
a best thing I could be giving them.
That must have been the DM and not the sill.
I think I'm going to potentially use a healing word on myself.
I think that's a good idea.
I'll
Yep.
do
Agreed.
that. It's only a level 1.
We don't want the murder rats to hurt you.
Please, rats.
I mean, to kill you. Sorry.
That's not helpful.
Just gonna try and kill Dan with rats. This is the part of the session where I kill him with rats. Rats. This is
Ba-dum-bum.
My
rap song.
favorite musical.
Oh, that maxes out. Great.
Rats.
You know, the dice give and the dice take, Dan.
Yeah, but they take more than they give.
Well, that's the nature of Dungeons and Dragons.
All right, I'm done.
A game about friendship and suffering. All right, the rats smell the blood in the water that is an injured crucible and converge upon you. One of the rat swarms is damaged, so they're not going to do full damage. That will be my green die.
I am going to use my protection. I'm going to use my reaction to use my protection thingy and shove my shield in between Crucible and the group of rats that is right in front of me and impose disadvantage.
Impose disadvantage. All right, I'll do the rat swarms one at a time instead of all at once.
Ha!
So this is the good rats. They're being disadvantaged though.
It sounds like the
Um,
system has oppressed those rats.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, these rats. Well, Dan, I will tell you, the first roll was a 20. The second roll was much, much lower. Does a 9 hit you? No, it does not.
Thank you.
All
Mitch.
right.
Hey, Libby
Once
Praise.
again,
How many
these
criticals
rats
have those
been-
rats rolled?
That way, it was an unnatural 20.
Oh,
Oh.
well, that wouldn't
So-
have
Is
hit.
any
That wouldn't have
rat
hit either.
20, a natural 20.
Oh, well then, see, it's fine. See, it's fine. What are you complaining about? You just got rats all up in you. Next rats. These are the injured rats. They have rolled another unnatural 20, but an unnatural 20 does not hit you right
It
now.
does not.
All right,
Doesn't hit me
and
ever.
Last rats.
Ever.
Wow, I rolled 3 18s in a row, but that's not good enough to hit you. So they have a +2. They're just rats, people.
I'm glad they attacked you and not me, because they would have hit me.
That's why I stood in front.
Lena,
I
you want to
appreciate
skewer
it.
some rats?
I'd love to.
Choose some
Rackabot.
rats. Roll some rats. Roll some,
Rat
roll
them
some
up.
damages.
Let's get him rattled.
That's a 12.
That hits.
Hey. Okay, that is going to be 5 damage and 6 damage. God, I rolled terribly,
5
but
and those are both.
they're both a radiant. Yep.
Okay, but that is enough total to kill the injured swarm of rats.
Yay.
Killed some
They are
rats.
murdered as you
It's a real-
swipe your burning light sword across the
It's a real
battlefield,
anticlimax to
having
having
rats
to
laugh
fight a
around.
bunch of rats after
I
we
know.
beat Baba Lysaga.
Yeah, I'm gonna
It's
take
called falling
my,
action, Dan.
my offhand attack.
Fa-
so that's
failing
a
action? Is-
21.
It might be.
It's like when you graduate college and then the next day you just go to work. It's like,
And
that's
then
really
7
anticlimactic.
slashing damage, just for
To the-
good measure.
To the next
Here.
next
Yeah.
next set of rats. All right. Well, that's only 3 because they block some of it. All right, Elor.
He's going to run out to the rats, and he's gonna do an attack.
Remember, you're attacking the good. You've attacked the good rats here.
Come on, Rat Patrol.
I mean, they're all bad rats in his opinion.
Well, I'm sorry, the best of the bad rats.
the best
and when
of
I say
bad
best, I
rats.
mean most menacing.
Here it comes.
Hey, those guys got a bad rat.
You see his teeth grow longer, and a green ichor drips from the tips of them, or ichor drips from them, and noxious gas is in the air as he strikes out. And I've got to remember what the roll is on this. Sorry, one sec.
Fighting
Ah,
pointy
there it is.
teeth with pointy teeth.
Yes, the only way you can. And we know a 14 hits. So how does 2d10 poison damage sound? That's right, Tony.
What?
It's not slashing. It's 13 poison damage.
What was the name of this
Nice.
attack?
Rat
This
poison.
is just my this is just my primal savagery.
All right,
attack.
you primally savage those rats, but good. You kill half the rats in that swarm. Wow.
And do they take
Okay.
ongoing poison damage or
No, sadly.
no? Okay.
Elvor, all set?
I don't think so. Well, hold on. Does anyone see a reason why I should keep my lightning around?
Oh,
All right,
I mean,
good.
something else could pop out at us, but
Yeah.
I think not. I think we just need to kill these rats.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's
Yeah.
the most important thing.
So
Surely the DM would not hoist another swarm of rats on us.
I think that this
No,
combat
it's
needs a few more.
flies!
This combat needs a few more phases.
Yeah. From the
And
rats,
suddenly
erupt
all of
flies.
you turn into swarms of rats that you must fight among.
Ooh.
He's the rat inside me all along.
Many rats inside you all along. Sorry.
No!
All right, Elvor, are you doing something that dropping the lightning allows you to do?
Actually, no. I'll go ahead and be done.
All right. Samus.
Yes.
Murder a rat.
please. Let's do some damage. Okay, we see you keep getting dadgum good rolls on your hit, Samus, but can you just do a dadgum good roll on your actual attack, please? We would love that. That's not bad. So half of 11.
Half of 11 is 5. Samus has both swarms of rats are down to less than half health, which makes them significantly less effective as rats. Broldish, murder a rat. Murder
I'm
a
going
rat.
to try. All right, so there's the one that's right in front of me,
Yep.
and that definitely hits, and it does 6 points of slashing damage.
3 points of slashing damage.
And I'm also going to just use my last first level spell slot and do 2d8 radiant damage. So it's 9 points of radiant damage to the swarm
All right,
right
so
in
you
front of me.
you take your axe and you slam it into the swarm. Several rats are cut in half, and then just radiant damage bursts out from the axe, incinerating all of the other rats in the swarm.
Yep.
Not a good
that was the
episode for
idea.
any of our rat listeners to listen to.
Yeah. Then I'm just going to take one step forward and do my second attack against the
All right.
rest of the rats. I don't have any radiant damage left for this, so it's just going to be. Ooh, hang on. Do I even hit? Oh yes, I totally do. For 8 points of slashing damage, which is half to 4, and that's it. That's it for Broldish.
4 points of slashing damage.
Kayla be praised.
Imra, there are 3 rats left.
Yeah. I am just reading about my battle axe here.
Likes, dislikes rats, likes killing rats.
Likes killing plants, but that doesn't really help. So I'm gonna take a step forward anyway with this battle axe.
Hey, you're joining this part of the fight. You're no longer fighting hands.
I know, it's amazing. And this
Imra,
is
where you been?
a +1, if that matters at all. I don't think it does. That's a 20.
The rats
to
are unimpressed
hit.
with your magic axe.
Jerk
They're unfazed
faces.
by it.
That is 5 points of damage. I am going to move my hunter's mark. No, I did move my hunter's mark. Sorry. So that's another 2 on top of that.
You
and then-
kill all of
God.
the rats.
I was-
Okay, I was
I
gonna
was
say
about
my
to
second
guiding.
attack.
I was about to guiding bolt the rats because I'm like, I'm gonna blow a spell slot and just kill these freaking things.
And as finally you take a moment to catch your breath, you look around the battlefield. There are tattered scarecrows, corpses that used to contain snakes scattered all over the place. Many rats. Baba Lazaga's hut crashes to the ground sideways. The cage of birds attached to the front of it is squawking madly. The giant skull, no longer animated by the magical forces of Baba Lazaga, drops to the ground, and Argal jogs over and says, "Hey guys."
Welcome
Does he have
back,
the
friend.
goats with him? Please tell me he has the goats with
The
him.
goats are
Oh,
all
they're
fine.
the other direction.
They're by the church.
Oh,
Yeah, the
okay.
other direction. Yeah, the goats are fine. Probably.
I want to go open
Ready?
up that bird cage and make sure that all
All
of
right.
the captives can be.
Taking your time, the birds flap out of the cage and circle over ahead. It seems like the other ravens you freed earlier have joined them, and there's just kind of a cloud of birds circling above you, kind of
I wave.
squawking. Somehow, it sounds almost triumphant. For you have defeated Baba Lazaga. You have recovered several valuable items from her hut. You have freed Berez as it was from its agony of just a centuries of despair under her rule, and perhaps most importantly, recovered a valuable sword that you will someday stab Strahd von Zarovich with. You hope.
I could use
Also
a nap.
importantly, you all level up.
Yes.
The best thing ever.
What about the giant skull, Tony?
What
Said it crashed to the
about
ground.
the giant skull? What about some of these strange objects you found in Baba Lazaga's chest? What of these birds that you have freed? Are any of them the were-ravens? And where will your adventures take you next in Barovia? Is Castle Ravenloft your next stop, or are there other friends and enemies to meet along the way? For answers to questions such as these, tune in next season for Total Party Kill, Dog and Pony Barovian Adventures. The end.
Very nearly Toga Party Kill. Which
Toga
I'm
Party
also
Kill.
here
That's
for.
getting edited. It'll be fun.
Toga.
Total Party Kill.
Toga Party.
Season break finale, except unless you're listening to the bootleg / live stream, in which case there'll just be more episodes.
See you next week.
See you next week.
Tony, if we are leveling up, are we to assume that we've also slept and
Yeah,
done our thing?
it'll probably, in game, there will not be any combat until after you've had a long rest, but we may role play some stuff that happens as you pick through the items. I've got some other storytelling stuff that will happen. But yes, you should all prepare for the next time we play your next level characters who are fully rested and have all their spell slots and whatnot. How's that?
And going through the new compendium, I forgot which.
Yeah, why not?
That add-on. Can we do that? Okay, cool.
Surely I won't regret that.
My mom says congratulations on leveling up, and she
Aw.
says it was a nice rat slaughter also.
That's the total party kill promise.
Thanks, Mom.
Yeah.
Thank you.
A nice rat slaughter.
A quality rat slaughter.
She knows her rat slaughters apparently.
I mean,
that's the part of Canada you're in, right?
There are no rats here, but my mom has only been here a couple times.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, so I wasn't sure. I thought we might have wrapped up that combat earlier, but perhaps I guess we didn't. I don't know where you are going to go next.
Wizards of Wine,
because there are a variety of places you could go.
I'm gonna check out the light,
but
the green light.
There's a green light to check
that's
out.
right.
But you have some quest hooks that you maybe don't care about. It might be good before our next session for you to revisit your kind of the adventure journal and just check out what are the things that you could do and decide if you care about any of them or not. Is your next stop Castle Ravenloft? Are there places you want to go before going to Castle Ravenloft, etc.? Feel free to chat about that now.
That green light thing.
I think the green light, then swinging around to the winery, and then picking up Strahd's bride.
Yep.
In the dress.
That is kind of a ways away, but also those are located in the same general area, right?
Yeah.
So
I'm kind of thinking like we just leveled up. We need to like hone our new skills, so we go to the winery and hang
that's
out
to return
for a couple of days. Yeah, and then
Have a montage.
Yeah.
I mean, and it's important to Broldish when the next long rest comes, because that will be the time that I can prepare my summon steed spell and get Pony Cindelarns back. So
now
we
I
won't have a pony
believe
until
there
then.
was some with I don't remember her name. Was it like Basilica? What is the name of the construct waiting for you?
Vasilka.
That's
Basilica.
Basilica.
Yeah. I believe she needs a wedding dress. Was the one
She does, and we were either going to craft one or steal the wedding dress from the Baron / Burgermeister. We hadn't actually
which
settled
I
on
could
which-
not believe that Erica remembered.
Erica,
Yeah. That puts you like that was a thing literally mentioned like a year ago. Yes, I know you edit these episodes, but still to pull that detail,
Honestly,
that is the kind of thing a player never pulls out.
It's
But yes,
that-
there is a
Jane-
wedding dress in the Burgermeister's mansion.
I have to thank Jane for it mostly though, because her
wow.
reaction to seeing it was just like, I do not like that. Like she was so
Yeah.
intense about how much she did not like the wedding
Well,
dress. that
without
it just
context,
sucked.
I mean, even with context, it's not great,
matter.
but
So
Yeah.
yep. So there's a wedding dress fully made right there.
And there may be some other things to deal with along the way that may present themselves. As always, it's up to you whether you care about them or not. Do you remember, or are there other adventure hooks that you have specifically like discarded?
Well, the
the
book
Screaming
club
Lady.
thing,
Screaming Lady back in early,
Yeah.
right?
back in Barovia.
the
We'll never know her
Sweet screamer.
story. Yeah,
the ghosts.
we don't have time. We got someone to bury.
Yeah, that's important.
Were the ghosts going to Castle Ravenloft a quest hook, or was that just a spooky thing that happened?
That may be a thing you may learn more about.
yeah,
Okay.
We can.
You did not
make-
care about werewolves, so there's
No.
somewhere there are
we
werewolves
just
out there.
assumed that they would track us down and fight us.
Yeah, that wasn't. We're not gonna waste our time trying to
You
find
call
werewolves.
you call us. We're not
Yeah.
calling you.
We are way above them.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right. Well, we've got a lot of things to do. So thank you, livestream / bootleg, for listening. We'll hopefully be back soon with more Dog and Pony hijinks.
Dog
Dan, do the thing.
hijinks.
There will be a pony soon, Erica. Don't get mad at me. I didn't kill that pony.